Hi everyone, how you doing? Okay, having gifted you with the sight of a whole load of movies in my last video, which only a few of you recognised, I'm back to show you yet more movies, which again, probably only a few of you will recognise. So last video was all the Kino Lorber Studio Classics titles. What I'm going to show you now is just the remainder of that haul, if you like, but these titles weren't Kino Lorber Studio Classics. And then I'm also just going to show you a whole load of movies that I picked up over the last month via thrifting. So here we go. From 1972, directed by Blake Edwards, we've got Omar Sharif and Julie Andrews in The Tamarind Seed. From 1960, with the great Simone Signoret and Marcello Mastroianni, this is Adwa and Her Friends. From 1980, a horror movie, Silent Scream. Can you believe I picked up a horror movie? So this one is from the writers and producers of Pitch Black, The Fly 2 and Nightmare on Elm Street 4. Silent Scream with stars including Cameron Mitchell, Yvonne De Carlo and Barbara Steele. Good one this, from 1972, directed by Fernando Di Leo. This is The Italian Connection with Henry Silva and Woody Strode. What a pairing. From 1975, this is The Devil's Playground. I did see this back in the 80s, but this is the first film from director Fred Scapisi, the Australian director who then went on to do The Chant of Jimmy Blacksmith, and then later on films such as A Cry in the Dark and Steve Martin's Roxanne. Australian movies again. We're here in 1983 for Careful He Might Hear You, starring the excellent Wendy Hughes. I really like her. From 1980 and directed by Richard Donner, the director of Superman and The Goonies, this is Inside Moves with John Savage and David Morse. Terrific New Zealand film this, from 1994, directed by Lee Tamahori, Once Were Warriors. Excellent film from 2013, A Hijacking, directed by Tobias Lindholm. Pair this up with Captain Phillips, makes a great double bill. From 2017 and from director Hirokazu Koreeda, After the Storm. Okay, so that was the end of my unobstructed view haul. So those movies arrived together with all those Kino Lorber Studio Classics that I showed you the other day. As for my thrifting finds, here we go. Gemma Arterton, Martin Compston and the great Eddie Marsan in The Disappearance of Alice Creed. Classic British movie directed by John Schlesinger. This is Tom Courtenay and Julie Christie in Billy Liar. And then I came across a whole series of movies that have been put out by the Film Movement label. Quite an interesting label, Film Movement. They tend to promote movies that have been shown at festivals that really aren't going to get a wide release. And they always put the movies out with a short film on them as well. But yeah, I've come across some really good films on the Film Movement label. But here's a series of others. So we have To Kill a Man, For a Woman, Salvo, about a Sicilian hitman, The Iran Job, about an American basketball player playing in Iran, a Spanish film, Cannibal. Okay, and now on to other DVD finds, and here we have, directed by Atom Egoyan, who also directed The Sweet Hereafter, this is Ararat. Okay, I'll throw you a bone, here's one you'll probably know, and that is Kurt Russell in Executive Decision. Saw this one at the cinema, I haven't seen it since. This is Trial by Jury with Joanne Whalley-Kilmer, Amanda Sante and William Hurt. Really likeable one this, from Woody Allen, Radio Days with Mia Farrow. Another you'll probably know, Denzel in Equalizer 2. George Clooney and Renee Zellweger in Leatherheads. And directed by Lee Daniels, Precious. Richard Attenborough's film about Steve Biko. This is Cry Freedom, starring Denzel Washington and Kevin Kline. Yeah, why not? A bit of Jean-Claude Van Damme, Legionnaire. From director Francois Ozon, 8 Women, featuring great actresses such as Catherine Deneuve, Isabelle Huppert, Emmanuel Béart and Virginie Ledoyen. Really good performances from Daniel Kaluuya and Lakeith Stanfield in Judas and the Black Messiah. Now, I don't know Tim Conway, but I know Kino Lorber put out an edition of They Went That Away and That Away. But yeah, this is an older MGM double bill. Includes The Long Shot as well. Double bill here. Not great movies, to be honest, but yeah, Domino, directed by Tony Scott with Keira Knightley, and Shoot 'em Up, starring Clive Owen. And then here we've got the Ultimate Western Collection. Now this one features a whole load of movies here, but to be honest I have all of these, but the one I was interested in getting is Jesse James, starring Henry Fonda and co-starring Tyrone Power. And then finally we've got a set here of Stephen King movies. So these are movies from TV as well as theatrical releases. Not a bad set this. It includes The Stand, The Langoliers, Golden Years, The Dead Zone, Pet Sematary, Silver Bullet, and Graveyard Shift. Okay, how did you get on this time? How many of those did you recognise? How many do you own? How many do you want to see? And how many are you not interested in? I know there's a couple there which are a little bit shaky. All right, let me know your thoughts, and please do join me again for more videos. Hope to see you soon. Okay, all the best. Bye.